Well, listen, Bambino, we have a guest that's waiting for us
So
right now.
this. I do like these philosophical conversations. Maybe we
Yeah.
book guests. You know, how are we going to segue to this? Well, we'll go back to what I said earlier. The thing that unites us the most is music, and we have a guy that has a huge presence in the music world that's going to come and talk to us about his history and about where he sees the future going. Let's bring him in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. If we can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can't see you, but can hear you.
You know, it's part of my big intro. It's like a Tyson fight. You know, I gotta have a big walk-in moment. You know. But I'm here.
You are here.
I was catching some of the combos. You know.
Yeah, we never would get into like a deep philosophical conversation like that, and then like bring in a guest. So it's like I don't know how we got in that direction, but we did it. I'm okay with it. And I did say, you know, music is the thing that unites us, and you are a guy that has a huge musical background. Like, how do you feel about that statement?
I mean, you know, music, politics. You know, unless you're living under a rock, you know, it all intersects. You know.
Yeah.
I think. Look, what's up with this video though, dog?
Yeah, I think you have to turn on the bottom of your screen. It'll say start video or stop video. You click. It should be like the second icon down.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. Sorry, guys. You know,
that's all good, brother.
Where are you right now? Are you in New York?
Yes, sir.
And is that where you're from?
Yes, born and raised.
That's amazing. So obviously, just like Neff, you know, you guys are from New York, and you're so lucky because, you know, for those of us who are fans of hip hop music, which all of us here are, New York was the place to be. That's ground zero, and you know the artists and the music that you guys were exposed to, you got it first before any the rest of us heard it. Before it trickled out to the rest of the world, it was there. Did hip hop music sort of touch you at a young age? And I don't mean that came out weird, that question, but did it affect, you at a young age? Like what age did you start understanding it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, growing up in New York City, you know, like coming of age, like, you know, technically, you know, I was born in '69, so caught the tail end of the '70s into the '80s, you know, and so, you know, from like a larger framework in New York. Yo, real quick, is this like a FaceTime thing I have to log on to for the camera? All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that simultaneously. But so, you know, coming up in New York at that time, like it was like this, you know, post the '60s, post cultural revolution, post race riots, post Vietnam, into like what was going to be next? You know, people were just sort of their heads were spinning. What I definitely remember, right? And they went to the federal government, said, "Hey, we can't pay our bills. We're in trouble here. Can you help us out, Mr. President?" And they, Gerald Ford said, "Nope, you got to figure it out. You're on your own."
Yikes.
And so, you know, things were reckless. Everything was crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like it was like wild times for sure in New York.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, think of New York in the '80s, like, yeesh, like you wouldn't want to go near Times Square. You know, it's like way different than it is now.
Yep, absolutely. Like it was just a completely different time, and within that, things started to, you know, happen. And hip hop was a part of that. It wasn't just We're gonna have to just rock, man. I don't know what's going on. I can actually try doing it from the phone. It might be better. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep yapping. But like, you know, long story short, like it wasn't just Rapper's Delight. You know, obviously.
Yeah.
For me, that
had to be that. I mean, that had
to
be
yeah,
like, you know, on the radar.
Absolutely. Like, you know, it was everybody. The challenge was to try to memorize the verses, to be able to sing along. Simple as that. But I was like in 5th grade, like, you know. But when I heard the message, I was blown away.
Yeah, and the video and everything. You know.
Yeah,
I remember watching that video and him walking down the street, and I was like, "Wait, is that Sesame Street?" You know, because it looked like.
Yo, you're hilarious, bro.
You know, because you know, when I was a kid watching Sesame, like they have that sort of like those steps, with, you know, like how it is in the video, and I'm like,
my goodness.
"Is he gonna walk by Oscar?" Like I thought, that's what I thought, and you could tell. You know, listen, there was obviously a segment of people specifically in New York that were very talented. That was, we can't deny it. And, you know, when a movement, and we lost him, and a movement is happening, you know, you cannot deny it, Neff. And the Sesame, I want to make my point when he comes back, but the Sesame Street thing is hilarious. You know what I'm talking about?
I never even, yes, I know the scene, everything what you're talking about. That's what makes it funny.
Never thirsty. Never thirsty.